One more time, inhale. As you exhale, if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. Keep softening the shoulders down, try to lift the heart a little higher. Reach the crown of the head towards the ceiling, firm the navel to the spine. Let your arms be heavy, whether they're resting on your knees and palms folded in your lap. Start to feel the sensations of your breath. The texture of the air as it enters and leaves each one of your nostrils. The warmth of the air across your upper lip as you exhale. As you breathe in, feel the coolness of the air as it travels down the back of your throat. The heaviness of the air as it fills your lungs. As you exhale, feel your lungs get light. Now the warm air will travel back up your throat, leaving each one of your nostrils. Listen to the sound of your breath. Your steady inhales and exhales, and begin to even out each breath in with each breath out. With each breath in, feel your ribs expand. Your navel draw towards the front of the room. With each breath out, feel the ribs contract, the navel draws back to the spine. And continue here, finding your breath, being conscious of your breath. Begin to find consciousness of other areas. Just taking a moment to scan, to check in. And now see if you can feel your heartbeat. And find its steady rhythm inside your chest. Last few breaths here to set an intention for your practice tonight. Be an intention for yourself or for someone not in the room. Breathe in through the nose to seal your intention. As you exhale, open your mouth and release the intention to the universe. Let the lips seal gently. Let the eyes begin to blink open, but keep your gaze soft. Sit a little taller if you can. Turn your hands so your palms are up. Inhale, circle through your arms, reach the arms up. Touch the palms, exhale, trace your midline, draw your hands to your heart. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, get wide, expand. Exhale as you draw down and then in. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale as you circle. As you exhale, take a side bend to the right. Lower your right fingertips to the outside of your right sit bones. Reach your left arm up and over your head towards the right. See if you can draw both shoulders down and back. If you want a little more, walk the fingertips further away from the right hip, but then press back down into your left sit bones. Rotate your right shoulder up and back. Let your left shoulder up and back. Let your right ribs come forwards. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, gaze down towards your right knee. Lower your left fingertips down. Walk your hands forwards. Reset the chest over your right knee. And then as you exhale, fold out and down. Soften both shoulders down. And start to walk the hands back through center. Finding a forward fold towards the front of your mat. Think about pressing sit bones back so you let the head fall through the arms. On your inhale, start to walk your hands back towards your shins, rolling up through your spine. Bring your shoulders back over hips, head over shoulders, sitting tall. Inhale, circle. To the left, exhale, left hand down, right arm's going to reach up and over. You can stay on fingertips or come to your palm. You can walk your hand further out to find a deeper stretch. Keep drawing the left shoulder away from the ear. One more full inhale, try to get a little longer. As you exhale, turn your gaze towards your left knee. Now lower the right hand down. Walk the hands over, lift the chest, square the chest over the knee, and then exhale, fold out and down over your left knee. And from here, walk hands one more time back through center, folding forwards, maybe going a little deeper this time, second time around, head heavy. And from here, you can transfer to your tabletop by pressing palms into your mat, rolling over your knees. If that's too much for your knees, walk your hands back towards your shins, uncross your legs, swing your feet around, come to your hands on your knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And once there, just a few rounds of basic cats and cows, just to start to warm up your back, get some range of motion into your spine, your shoulders, your hips. Start to come back to your breath. Notice if, as we started to move, the rhythm of your breath changed from when we were sitting still. See if you can come back to that same rhythm. And just now add the movement to that rhythm. If there's extra movements you like to add to your cat-cows, feel free. Take about 5 to 6 more rounds. As you're ready, settle into a wide knees child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as your mat, your 2 big toes together to touch. Push your hips back to your heels, reach your fingertips forward. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Try to soften into your knees and your hips. Maybe rock your head a little side to side if that feels good. Give your forehead a massage. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Staying towards this child's pose, you're going to shift your weight just a little bit forwards to make some space between your chest and your mat. And then like a spiral twist, you're going to take your right arm, sweep it underneath your extended left arm. Reach your right arm to the left, lower your right ear and your right shoulder to your back. Good. Now you can lower or lift your hips any amount that's comfortable to you. If it's not comfortable to stay hips to heels, shift the hips more forwards. If you want a little more, start to walk your left hand out of your peripheral vision towards the right top corner of your mat. Not quite as deep of a twist here with the hips back. So just find more of a soft stretch. One more breath. And then switching sides, slide your right arm out from underneath. Again, lift the chest enough to slide the left arm underneath the right. Switching sides, left ear, left shoulder to your mat. Hips can be back towards heels or your hips can shift more forwards towards your knees. If you're wanting more, the right arm can start to walk over the crown of your head towards the front left corner of your mat. Slide your left palm back out from underneath you. Sit hips back, reach fingers forwards. One more breath in your child's pose. Press into fingertips, press into palms. Inhale, shift your weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a few breaths here just to move. Pedal out your feet, bend right knee, bend left knee. Maybe windshield wiper your heels side to side, opening the outer hips, side of the body. Nod your head, yes, no, shake out your head. Maybe open and close your jaw, stick out your tongue. Keep reaching your sit bones back to the space where the wall and the ceiling meets behind you. And try to lift your inner thighs towards the wall behind you. For 2 more breaths now, start to work a little more into stillness. Soften your heels, hide them behind your ankles. Keep lifting your sit bones up. Try to soften your shoulders even as you hug your upper arm bones in. Good. From here, you are going to take your left foot, lift it just 2 inches off of your mat. Bring your left ankle behind your right ankle. Good. Let the ankles come together to touch. See if you can bring your left toes to your mat on the outside of your right foot. From there, soften into your knees and begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. You're going to come into a cross-legged forward fold at the back of your mat. Really good outer hip opener. Let the knees bend as much as they need to. Let your head be heavy. And if you want a little bit more, you're going to walk your hands to the right. Take 1 more full breath in. 1 more breath out. Come back through center. Bend your knees until you can bring your palms to your mat. And walk your hands back out towards your downward dog position. Once you're in your downward dog, pick up your left toe. Good, and then set your left toes back down. Realign if you feel like you're off balance. And lift your right foot, float it just above your mat. Bring your right ankle behind your left. You can set your left or your right toes down next to your left. And then soften into the knees as you walk your hands back towards your feet. Again, you can bend your knees as much as you need to, so you can get both heels down, planting evenly into both feet. Let your head be heavy, and then if you want more, walk your hands to the left. Just walking them towards or away from your back leg to stretch the IT band in your right thigh, your hip, down to your knee. 1 more breath. Bring your legs back or your arms back through center. Bend your knees, plant your palms, walk your hands back out towards your downward dog. Once you're there, uncross your legs, set your right foot down. Send hips back. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift your heels, soften both of your knees. Now as you exhale, begin to tiptoe your feet forwards towards your hands. Find a half lift at the top of your mat. Hands to shins, thighs of your mat. If you can lengthen the heart forward and reach the tailbone back. Maintain this length, belly to spine. Exhale, soften your knees. Roll your belly over your thighs. Let your head and your shoulders fall off the ledge of your knees. Be heavy. Feel free to sway. Feel free to nod. Maybe circle out your wrists. Get some blood moving back through your hands and wrists. If you want more, you can bend and straighten into your legs or let your hips sway from side to side. Just take another 3 breaths here. Keep your core strong. Belly pulling the spine. Backs of the thighs engaged. Keep the blood from all moving to your head. Now begin to press into all 4 corners of your feet. Take 1 final breath. And then on your next inhale, you'll sweep your arms wide, lead with a flat back, lead with your heart. Come all the way up to stand. Palms will touch overhead. Exhale, trace your midline, bring your hands to your heart. Sun A, inhale, circle your arms, reach high. Exhale, part the air, soften the knees, dive it forwards, belly over thighs, forward fold. Inhale, find your half lift, reset your spine. As you exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step your right foot back first. Good, and then your left foot. Come to plank, knee plank, or tabletop. From here, you're gonna inhale, bring your shoulders forwards over your wrists. Exhale, bend your elbows. For the first time, let's come all the way down to the belly. Elbows over your wrists, hands under your shoulders. Draw the elbows in, the chest forwards and up as you lift into your cobra pose. Good, stay for your exhale. Drawing belly to spine, think about lifting as much as you're coming forwards as much as you're lifting. On your exhale, release your cobra, bring your forehead to the mat, lengthen the back of your neck. Tuck your toes, inhale. As you exhale, lift your plank, knee plank or tabletop. Inhale there, downward dog. As you exhale, send the hips up and back. Take 5 breaths here. Feel free to move if you need to move. And at any point, feel free to come to child's pose, maybe tabletop. Give your shoulders a break. at your heels. Soften your knees. Exhale, walk or float your feet to your hands. Find your half lift, reset, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Find a full breath here in your forward fold. On your inhale, sweep your arms wide, lift all the way to stand, palms will touch. Hands to your heart, exhale. Second sun A, inhale, circle, reach high. Exhale, fold out and down. Half lift and lengthen, inhale. Exhale, palms to the mat. Now your right foot will step back first. And then your left. Good. Plank, knee plank, or tabletop. Shift your weight forwards, bend your elbows, lower half or all the way to your mat. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, your backward bend. Downward dog on your exhale, whether it's through plank, knee plank, or tabletop. 3 breaths. Spread your mat forwards and wide across the floor. Keep reaching, sit bones back. Firm your belly in. And try to create space between the tops of your thighs and your lower belly. Inhale, lift your heels. Soften your knees. Try to tuck your tail slightly under. Gaze it forwards. Exhale, walk or float your feet to your hands. Half lift it, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Good, this time hold your forward fold. Take a big bend into your right knee. Then you're going to fold over your straight left leg. Just again, a little bit deeper stretch on the left side. Walk hands back through center, bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, and you mount, fold over your straight right leg. Come back through center, bend both knees. Find a little reset, inhale. See if you can straighten the legs a little more. Exhale, lift the sit bones, reach the forehead. One more full breath in. One more full breath out. Inhale, sweep it wide, lift with a flat back, come all the way up. Hands to the heart, exhale. One more sun A. Inhale, reach up, maybe a little backward bend at the top, lifting from the chest. Exhale and fold, dive forwards, hinge from your hips. Inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, bending knees, planting palms, step it, lunge it, float it back. Running through your vinyasa, lower half or all the way. Find your backward bend. Downward dog as you exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, draw your right knee to your nose. Shift forwards and find a plank position. Think about shoulders over wrists. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Now, as you exhale, draw your right knee to your left elbow. Same thing. Find that plank position. Good. Inhale, reach up and back. This time, as you exhale, bring your right foot forwards between your thumbs, stacking your right knee over your right ankle. Your choice of left knee up or left knee down. Bring your left fingertips underneath your left shoulder. And then when you're ready, inhale, right arm's going to lift. Try to stack right hand on top of left. Squaring into your hips. Firming your belly in. Think about reaching your shoulders forwards towards me, lengthening to your spine. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, bring your right hand down to your mat. Step it back, vinyasa or downward dog. So from now on, all your vinyasas are optional. If you'd like to take them, take them. If you need a break, take a break. Respect your body. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee to nose. Shift your weight forward, come back to plank. Good. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Find a twist, but come to that same plank. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, now bring your left foot between your thumbs. Left knee over your left ankle. Right knee up or right knee down. Right hand under your right shoulder. You can be on palm, fingertips, or your block. Inhale, lift your left arm, punch your twist. Spread across the collarbones. And then think about twisting from the ribs and the shoulders. Notice that the arm automatically takes over. Try to reach up, but try to find that twist from the shoulder rather than a fingertips. Take one more inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, bring the left hand down, step it back, vinyasa or downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, right foot between your thumbs. Back into your lunge. Good. Again, left palm down. Inhale, right arm's going to lift. Stay for your exhale. Reach a little higher as you inhale. As you exhale, bring your right hand down, but hold your lunge. Good. Now press into the ball of your right foot. When you're ready, inhale. Arms are going to sweep up, either crescent lunge or low lunge, back knee down. Good. Firm your front leg. Press into the ball of your front foot. Press into the heel of your front foot, but try not to grip your mat with your toes. Firm your back leg. Micro bend the knee. Lengthen the tailbone down. And then once your tailbone is long, your lower back is long, maybe start to work on straightening the back leg, but not compromising the lower back. Firm your shoulders down, firm your ribs in. You're here for one more inhale. As you exhale, fold forwards. Bring your hands to frame your right foot. Hold there. Good. You are going to shift your weight forwards into your right foot. Get light on your back leg. When you're ready, inhale, float your right leg. Or left leg, I'm sorry. Don't float your right leg too hard. Inhale here. Stay here or standing split. As you exhale, fold over your straight front leg. Think about lifting your left heel. Good. Reaching forehead towards shin. Try to get your heart down towards your knee. Use a block, or maybe if you want more, bring your hand to the back of your right ankle. Find a bind. If you really want a challenge, you can bring both hands to your back. Good. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, you're coming back into your lunge. Reach your left toes back. Plant your palms, vinyasa or downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg. Left knee, right elbow, exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, left foot between your thumbs. Back into your lunge on the left. Right palm down, inhale, left arm's going to lift. Good, stay for your exhale. Reach a little higher, inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand down, stay in your lunge. Plant your front foot, inhale, arms up, find high lunge or low lunge, back and down. Square your hips. Find the heel of your foot. It's going to find your hamstring. Ball of your foot is going to help to activate your quad. Square your hips, draw your left hip crease back. Reach a little higher up, inhale. Exhale and fold hands to the floor, hold your lunge. Shift your weight forwards into your left foot. Inhale, float your right leg. Good, stay here, exhale, fold, standing splits. Forehead towards shin, right toes reaching high, right heel reaching high. Think about finding a slight external rotation of your inner left thigh, or right thigh rather, so that we start to square the hips a little bit. Good, one more breath. And now start to reach your right toes back, bend into your left knee, step back to your lunge, plant your palms, vinyasa or downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Again, knee to nose. Inhale, lift your right leg. Knee to elbow, exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale into your lunge. Same sequence, we're just going to keep adding. Right knee over the ankle, right arm's going to lift, inhale. Good, right hand down, exhale. Inhale, high lunge, arms up. Good, standing splits, exhale, fold in, shift the weight forwards, lift the back leg, fold over your front shin. Good, stay here for a full breath in, full breath out. Now keep your back leg lifted. You're gonna come up onto your fingertips, reach set, lengthen into your spine. Grab blocks if you need them. Good, we're gonna come into a little, I learned it as Shiva squat, someone else called it a curtsy squat. So you're gonna take your left knee, you're gonna cross it behind your right knee as you bend your right knee. And then you're gonna reach your left leg back up. And then you're gonna bring it back in as you bend your right knee. Good, couple more, reach your left toes back. Exhale, bend the knee in. One more, inhale. Good, and exhale. Now inhale, reach your left leg back and hold. Come to your block if you need a block. You're going to move your left hand towards your right toes. In front of your toes onto your mat or your block, bring your right hand to your right hip. Keep lifting your left leg. Good, and then when you're ready, balancing on your left hand, start to lift your right shoulder. Start to twist to the right. We're coming towards twisted half moon. Good. The right arm can extend towards the ceiling if it works for your shoulders. If it's too much, keep the hand on the hip and work the twist from the ribs and the obliques. Good. You're here for 3, for 2. Start to lower your right hand back. Good. Reach your left toes back, bend your right knee, step it back, find your lunge. Vinyasa or downward dog. Promise you'll get a child's pose after your left side. And we have one more time through the flow. Inhale, lift your left leg. Left knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg. Left knee, right elbow, cross under. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, sweep it through. Knee over ankle, into your twist. Right palm down. Inhale, left arm's gonna lift. Good. Exhale, right palm down. Ground it down. Inhale, both arms up. Good. Use this strength. Exhale, fold in. As the fingers touch, the back leg's gonna lift you into your standing splits. Good. Stay for a full breath in. Full breath out. Come up onto fingertips or blocks. Try to lift the chest, try to bring the shoulders a little more in line with your hips. And now take your right hand either to your block, towards your left toes, maybe in front of your left toes, maybe slightly inside the toes. Lift from your right heel. Bring your left hand to your left hip. And start to lift your left shoulder. Start to draw your right shoulder under, twist it to the left. Good. Once you're in your twist again, you can extend the left arm. Good. See if you can lift your right leg a little higher. One more full breath in. As you exhale, you're going to release first your twist. And then you're going to bend your left knee, reach your right toes back. Step it back, vinyasa or downward. Oh, we forgot the curtsy. And everybody's like, oh.
Sorry.
Step your left foot forward. Shift your weight into your left foot. Pick your right leg up. You need to be even. Good. Exhale. Bring your right knee behind your left knee. Good. Inhale. Reach your right leg back. Exhale. Knee behind. Inhale back. You're going to do it again, but at least we'll be even. Exhale behind. One more. Reach it back. Good. Now you get to step it back. Vinyasa or downward dog. Once you make it back to downward dog, send your knees to your mat, your hips to your heels. Take 5 breaths in child's pose. Reset your breath. Maybe grab a quick sip of water. Just let your shoulders relax. You can always bring your hands back behind you to give the shoulders a break. Maybe fold your palms across the small of your back. Bring your hands to the outsides of your feet. Couple more breaths. start to make your way back into your downward dog. Just gonna do one more time through this flow, and then we'll go down to that. Take your time getting back to your downward dog. Take a couple breaths in that downward dog to move, to adjust, pedal out your feet, stroke your head. Inhale, reach your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach your right leg. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, hold. Extend your right leg out to the left. Set your right foot down. Good, you can keep both hands down, just work right here. If you want the full violin triangle, roll to the inside edge of your left foot. Plant your right palm, lift your left arm. Good, lift the hips, inhale. Maybe bring the top arm over your ear towards the knee for a little bit deeper twist. One more breath in. Exhale, make your way to your three-legged dog. Good, inhale there. Sweep it through, exhale into your lunge. Inhale, right arm's going to lift into your twist. Good, exhale, right hand's going down. Inhale, arms up, high lunge. Good, exhale as you fold. Use the fold to find your standing splits. Lift your back leg, forehead towards shin. Stay for your inhale, for your exhale. Keep your back leg lifted. Inhale, come up to your half lift. Good, again, we're going to take your left knee, cross it behind your right as you exhale. Just one more inhale. This time as you exhale, the left knee is going to cross. You're going to set the left toes down. Walk your hands back as if you were sitting in a chair. Bend your knees. Reach your right arm forwards. And then lift it up. Windmill open into a twist. Reach your right arm back, your left fingertips forward. Switch your twist, Emily. Oh, sorry. Yes. Good. Sink a little deeper into your lunge. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, you're going to keep your right hand, bring it to your hip. Gaze down towards your toes. Lower your left hand down in front of your right foot. Good. Start to reach your left leg back behind you. And then start to find your twisted half moon. Start to lift your right shoulder. Good. Reach your left toes back. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring your right hand down. Pause. You're going to bend your right knee. You're going to step your left foot back, but into a shorter lunge. So you're going to turn your left heel down at a 45. Good. From there, keep the right knee bent in the beginning, just for the sake of the knee. Inhale, arms are going to come up. Good. Once you're up, straighten your right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Square your hips. Good. Don't do the twist, Annie. This one's a little too deep. So just go out and down as if you're going into pyramid pose. Okay. So everyone else is going to reach their left arm forwards. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge forwards, reach forwards. Keep reaching forwards. Oh, I'm sorry, right arm. Yes. No, left hand, because we're going into a twist.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, left arm forwards.
I got
Keep
confused.
going forwards.
I'm sorry.
Keep going forwards. And then, of course, the one I'm videoing. Bring your left hand to your block, your mat, on the inside or outside of your right foot. So deeper the twist, the closer you're going to be to your right foot with your left hand. You really want a deep twist, bring your hand to the outside of your foot. Good, lift your right shoulder. Draw your left shoulder under, start to twist to the right. Keep drawing the right hip crease back, and then once you have it, maybe start to reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Find weight in your back foot. Good, find weight in your front foot. Reach the crown of your head forward. Good, you're here for two more full breaths so you can find a little more length in your upper back. One more inhale. As you exhale, soften your front knee as you lower your right hand down. Good, from there, take your left heel up, plant your palm, step it back, vinyasa or downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg. Knee to right elbow, exhale, pause. Good, now extend your left leg to the right. Come to the outer edge of your right foot. Maybe keep both palms down or lift your right palm. Good, lift your hips, press equally into both feet. You want to push the outer edge of the left foot down. You want to push the inner edge of the right foot down. Good, reach a little further. Exhale, back to your three-legged dog. Left leg's going to lift up and back. Good, exhale, sweep it through. Last time into your lunge. Left knee over your left ankle. Right hand's going to come to your block or mat. Inhale, left arm's going to lift into your twist. As you exhale, left hand's going to come down. Inhale, both arms up, high lunge. Good, exhale, both arms down. Use that momentum to float your right leg up. Find your standing splits. Hold for your inhale. Fold deeper on your exhale. Come to your half lift, inhale. Good, as you exhale, cross your right knee behind your left, little curtsy squat. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Exhale, right knee behind your left, hold. Now set your right toes down. Shift the weight into your right foot. Walk your palms back and then reach your left arm forwards. Once you have your balance, you're going to windmill your left arm up and back, and you'll reach your right arm forwards. Good, think chair pose. So you're bending your knees, you're pushing your hips back, lifting your chest. Now bring your left hand to your left hip, it's just easier for balance. Gaze down towards your left toes. You're going to start to fold and bring your left hand to your mat, your block in front of your left toes. And then you're going to keep your left hand on your left hip, start to reach your right leg back behind you. Good, once you're there, you're going to go into your twisted half moon. Start to lift your left shoulder, lower your right hip. Maybe reach your left arm up. Good, one more full breath. As you exhale, release your twist. Good, now you're going to bend into your left knee. Again, you're going to step your right foot back, but just a little bit shorter of a lunge, so you can bring your right heel down. Once your right heel is down, inhale, both arms are going to come up. Adjust your feet if they're too wide or too narrow, straighten your left leg. Bring your hands to your hips, square your hips, and even your hips. Make sure one's not higher than the other. Now reach your right arm forwards. Hinge from your left hip. Fold forwards as if you were folding into a regular forward fold. And then when you can't fold anymore, you bring your right hand down to block, mat, inside or outside of your left foot. So again, listen to your body where that twist is for you. And then use the right arm to help you twist as you lift your left shoulder. You're going to draw the right shoulder under, maybe extend the left arm for the full twisted triangle. Keep drawing your right hip crease back. Left hip crease, right hips coming forward. Keep pressing into your right heel. Lengthen a little more into your upper back. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, release your twist. Plant your palms, soften your front knee. Step it back, vinyasa or downward dog. Take one more full breath. Inhale, lift your right leg. As you exhale, we're coming into pigeon pose. So you bring your right knee towards your right wrist, your right ankle towards your left wrist. If this position here is too much for your knees or your hips, feel free to come onto your back and come into a reclining pigeon or even to a seated position, crossing ankle over. Stay on your fingertips for a couple of breaths just to square the hips. So try not to let the right hip go all the way down to the mat if the left hip's still up. Same thing as in your lunge, try to draw the right hip crease gently back and then level the hips. Good, draw the shoulders down, lift the chest up, get length in your spine. I'm gonna do a couple swan rolls. You're gonna stay on your fingertips so you can come to your palms. You're gonna inhale, pull your heart forwards as if you were doing cat and cow. And then you're gonna exhale, drop it down. Good. Inhale, now roll it back up. Find that lift of the chest. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll it up. Pull the heart forwards at the top. Exhale and roll it down. One more inhale. Now you're going to exhale and come all the way down. You can stay in palms, fingertips, forearms, blocks. Think about reaching your back toes back, finding length in that back leg. Find squareness in your shoulders as much as you're squaring your hips. If you have a big diagonal angle on your right leg, think about pointing the toes slightly. If your right shin is more parallel towards the top of your mat, try to keep a soft flex in the foot. This pose is super easy for you. You want a little bit more. Maybe start to add in a little bit of a twist. Start to walk your hands to the left. Sit a little heavier into your right hip. If you're still wanting more, you can come into a deeper twist. Hang out just a tiny. We're holding here another 6 breaths. As we hold pigeon pose uncomfortable, notice where your mind starts to go in moments of discomfort. Are you staying with the body? Or are you starting to go over your grocery list, your to-do list? Anything that takes your mind off of the discomfort. See if you can actually keep yourself here. 2 more breaths. Start to release arms, start to walk palms back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, press into your palms so you can lift your hips. Then as you're ready, slide your right leg back to meet your left. Find any movements here that feel good to you. It might be a vinyasa, it might be some knee or ankle circles. Maybe just pedaling out your feet. Maybe it's a child's pose. Just take about 3 to 4 more breaths to do what feels good to your body. As you're ready, second side. Lift your left leg, inhale. Exhale, left knee towards left wrist, left ankle towards right wrist. Listen to your knees. So some of us will never go parallel to the top of your mat. So let the shin go diagonal if it needs to go diagonal. Listen to your knees above anything else. Come up onto your fingertips. Try to square your hips. Try to reach your back leg back behind you. Find length in that back thigh. Soften into your hips. Good. And then 5 swan rolls. Inhale, pull the heart forward, think cow. Exhale, round your back, bend elbows. Inhale, roll up through your spine, get the chest forwards at the top. Exhale, and roll it back down. Good. 3 more, moving your back. Last one, inhale. And this time as you exhale, you'll roll down and hold. Coming to your level, your edge. Forearms, blocks. And again, if you're wanting more, maybe walking the hands slightly to the right or adding it to it. Reaching your right toes back. Notice if you feel the foot turning to one side or the other. too far out to the right. Your mind's wandered outside the room, back to your body. 6 more breaths just to be present with the sensations, be aware of the sensations. Start to come out of any twists, binds. Begin to walk your hands back under your shoulders, coming onto your palms. Tuck your back toes, press into your palms, lift your hips. Step your left leg back, and again, any movement that feels good to you. Taking about 6 breaths here to maybe find a vinyasa, to draw some circles with the hips or ankles. One more full breath in. One more breath out. Bottom of your exhale, make your way to seated. You can hop to seated and set knees down. Bring your legs forwards out in front of you. Take a moment to bounce your knees a little, to windshield wiper your feet, get some blood moving back into your hips. Move your weight from side to side, shifting into the sit bones, equal weight in both sit bones. Shoulders stacking over your hips. We're going to bend your right knee, cross your right knee over the top of your left, or your right ankle over the top of your left knee. Grab a hold of your right ankle from there. We're going to guide the left heel back. So we're going to try and stack your knees, keeping your left leg extended, so coming into a half cow face pose. Getting the heel back. If you're more kind of right here, feel free to shift the leg over as well to get more of a stacked knee, if that's okay for your knees and your hips. Bring your hands behind your hips. Flex your toes, sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, press fingertips back to press the chest forwards, come into a forward fold. Keep drawing the shoulders back. Try to hinge from your hips. Try to find your core, and try to use your core to help you into your fold rather than just the arms or the shoulders. You can keep hands behind your hips, or if you're wanting more, start to walk your hands forwards. Maybe palms to your mat, using the fingertips pressing down and back to bring the chest more forwards. Or you can find your bind onto your foot, your ankle, or your shin. Four more breaths here. Last 2 breaths, see if you can find a little more length in the upper back. And as you exhale, see if you can find just a deeper fold, releasing down. One more full breath. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your hands up your legs, come back up to a seated position. Now we're going to take your right heel, lift it back up, lift your knee, hook your right heel to the outside of your left knee. If it's okay for your knees and your hips, where you can bend your left knee, shifting your weight to the left, bend the left knee, bring the left heel to the outside of your right hip. If you can't get your right hip down to the ground in that position, just keep the left leg extended. Moving into a twist, you're going to bring your right hand behind your right sit bones. Bring your left hand either around your right shin or maybe elbow to the outside of your knee. Press into the back palm, lift the chest. Good. Think about twisting from your ribs and your shoulders. So common cue is to press the elbow into the knee, but see if you can deepen your twist from the shoulders and the obliques rather than wrenching yourself into the twist by pressing elbow into knee. Each time you inhale, try to get a little taller. Each time you exhale, see if you can find those obliques to twist you deeper. Take 4 more breaths. Draw both shoulders down and back, let the chest come forward. Take 1 final breath. You're going to stay in your twist, but bring your gaze back to face me to release your neck. Hold for a breath. And then on your inhale, release your twist, reverse your twist. Bring your hands to the left, plant your palms so you can stay here. You can find a little dip down towards the ground. Good. Inhale, come back up. Bring both weight into back, both sit bones. Shift weight if your bottom knee is bent into the bottom leg. Extend the bottom leg first. It's just easier on your knee, and then your top leg second. Bounce your knees. Windshield wiper from side to side. Keep your right leg extended. Again, shift a little. Make sure there's equal weight on both hips. Bend your left knee. Cross your left heel to the outside of your right knee. Reach for your left ankle and start to guide the left heel back towards the outside of the right hip. Listen to your knee here. So if the knee needs to stay higher, more to the left. If you want something a little deeper, you can slide the right leg over to the left. Just try to stack the knees, but make sure it's okay for your hips, especially your inside hips. From there, hands are going to come behind your hips. Press your fingertips down and back, lift your chest. Press your fingertips down and back, push your chest forwards. Try to fold. Try not to arch the back as we fold. So when I say chest forwards, I don't mean to arch the back, just to get the chest before the shoulders. You can keep hands behind your back. You can start to deepen your twist, bringing hands forwards. Again, maybe finding a bind on your foot. One more breath, so you can find a little more length, a little more depth. And then gaze it forwards, inhale. Walk your hands up. Keep the legs crossed, but now you'll lift your left knee. Slide your heel into the outside of your right knee. And then again, if you're wanting a little bit more, shift your weight to the right. Slide your right heel to the outside of your left hip. If the left hip can't come down, keep the right leg extended. Bring your left hand behind your left sit bones. Either wrap your right arm around your left shin or hook the elbow to the outside of the knee. Lift tall, inhale. And then again, see if you can find that twist without so much of the right arm doing the twisting, more your shoulders, more your obliques. Two more full breaths. Now stay in your twist, just turn your gaze towards me to release your neck. Hold for breath. Then on your inhale, release your twist. As you exhale, reverse your twist. Bring your hands to the right, palms to the mat, or you can bend your elbows. If I was Scott, I'd make you do an arm balance. Come back up to center. Good. Shift weight back to the right side to extend your right leg first, and then your left leg. And then bounce your knees a couple of times up and down. Good. Shimmy yourself down until your heels are at the very front edge of your mat. Reach your arms forwards, inhale. As you exhale, imagine I wrap my arms around your waist and I started pulling you backwards. Try to resist against that. So you're still reaching forwards as I'm pulling you back. You're gonna go all the way down onto your back. One vertebrae at a time. Keep pressing your heels down. Bend your knees when you need to. Lower an elbow when you need to. Notice if you have sticky parts, little parts in your back that want to bring you down all at once. See if you can slow down through those areas. you circle your wrists and your ankles, feeling your mat beneath you. Be aware of where your block is. And you're going to grab your block, just set it next to the edge of your mat. Completely optional if you use your block, you don't have to, but it's there just for a supported version. From here, we're going to bend your knees, place your feet flat to the ground. Bring your palms to the outsides of your hips onto your mat, and then walk your heels back till your heels just about graze your middle fingers. Press your palms and the backs of your arms into your mat. If you would like the more supported version, from here, you'll reach for your block, and as you lift your hips, you're going to set the block underneath your hips across your sacrum where your back and your hips meet. It's a little more supported version, but if you have lower back pain, sometimes the block under there makes it more uncomfortable, so be aware of that. If you're going with it without the block, press into the backs of your arms, your shoulders, press into your feet, start to lift your hips. Once your hips have gone as high as your hips can go, start to lift your ribs to create the backward bend. As the ribs lift, create space between your chest and your chin. Start to walk your shoulders away from your ears. And then maybe start to walk the shoulders inwards to get a deeper backward bend, the chest lifting higher. If you're wanting more, you can find a bind, release your fingers, maybe reach for your heels or your ankles. If you're really wanting more, hug the elbows in, see if you can hook your thumbs underneath your waistline, just above your hips. And then settle the hips into your palms to create a deeper backward. Take a couple more breaths. You should feel weight in your shoulders, never your neck, especially with this position. Same with shoulder stand, weight should be balanced in the shoulders. Taking one more full breath. Starting to release any binds, maybe reaching for your block. Begin to roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Once your hips come to your mat, lightly windshield wipe your knees a couple of times from side to side. And then this time we're going to go into a supported shoulder stand. So you'll start the same way, feet to your mat. You'll lift your hips, grab your block. You choose the height of your block. Maybe you take it a little higher, maybe you take it a little bit lower. Make sure you're comfortable with the balance of the block underneath your hips. Know that you do not have to lift your legs. You could stay in that supported bridge. If you want the supported shoulder stand, hips are going to stay on your block as you start to extend your legs up towards the ceiling. You could do one leg, you could do both legs. Think about stacking your feet over your hips, finding your belly, and again, finding the weight in the shoulders. If you want the full shoulder stand, you're free to find that. That's more comfortable to you. But again, think about the weight being in the shoulders as you lift the hips, the core doing the work to take the block out of the support. Wherever you are, hold for about another 8 to 10 breaths. And feel free to find any movement that your body needs. Maybe let your legs fall wide. Maybe you start to cross the legs, find little eagle shapes. Drop one leg towards your mat, reach one leg back behind you. Just move how it's comfortable to you. As you're ready to come down, if plow is comfortable to you, you're free to move through plow, but again, think about the shoulders and the core doing the work to bring your legs over your head. If you're not comfortable with that, just bend your knees, set your feet down, lower your hips. Once you've made your way back to your mat, let the knees windshield wiper from side to side. Maybe take a happy baby, reaching for your feet or the backs of your knees. start to deepen your breath. Notice if shoulder stand maybe speeds up the rate of your breath, makes your inhales or exhales uneven. It's a big compression in the front of the throat. Sometimes it can compress the breath. And as you're ready, lower your legs to a butterfly. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Hands can come to your inner thighs if you'd like a little extra sensation, maybe pressing on the inner thighs. If you want something a little calmer, a little more reserved, maybe bring your palms to your belly, or maybe one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. If you want something a little more opening, you can cactus your arms over your head. Maybe reach for opposite elbows or interlace your fingers behind your head with your head cradle into your palms. Close your eyes if it's comfortable for you. And again, start to listen to the sound of your own breath. Your steady inhales and exhales. And again, start to soften your breath. This time, change the rhythm, making your exhales just slightly longer than your inhales. With each exhale, imagine your body releasing anything that it no longer needs. Exhale tension. Exhale stress. Exhale stale energy and still breath. With each inhale, imagine your body filling with new energy, new life. And then as you're ready, make your way to your Shavasana, extending your legs forwards, reaching for any props you might need, any sweaters or socks. Just taking a few breaths to be comfortable so that your body can find stillness. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Find the sensation of your breath. Find the sound of your breath. Once you've found your breath, go back inwards, taking a moment again to check in with your body. Come back to your heartbeat. Feel it inside your chest, its echo against your mat. And slowly start to add small movements back into your body, wiggling your toes and your fingers. Continue to feel your heartbeat as you stretch long as if you just woke in the morning. Rock your head a little side to side or circle your ankles and your toes. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Feel free to rock a few times from side to side. And then roll to whichever side feels most comfortable. Rest there for a few. As you're ready, begin to make your way back up to a seated position. Thank you all very much for joining me this evening. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you for braving the blizzard. Should all be pros by now. 4 inches, well, I know. It's not feet.